Okay, I am a little bit, a little bit more. I have about other things to do today. Yeah, some alcohol. Went to Harris Teeter Ford at 6 a.m. One of the stalkers, churches that had a thumb on my shoulder, one of the storage rooms. Found my dress up, asked me to work Tuesdays and Monday. So I'm probably going to get out on being a husky. Dress up for I don't know what to say. I was listening to Billy Joel. Some of the popular stuff that he did. Get my hair done. It's so hard. Let me try something real quick. One second. Okay, get belt. I'm losing weight. Didn't put quite enough crap in my hair this morning. Doesn't look like. If I parted differently. It's a little bit better. Oh, that. Oh, goodness. Okay. After that. My goal today is to get drunk and cold and much too high. But unfortunately, it is already 59 degrees, so it might be very difficult. I got the alcohol for drunk. My tolerance is not wonderful. This is a lot anyway, so I can't use for wine. And I got the Dexedrine, Adderall, like people tend to assume that 10 milligram Dexedrine spent, so it's much too high. And well, I like to believe the temperature for cold, it's just not going to work out that way. It's a key flavor. When you're drunk and cold and much too high. I have been drunk and cold and much too high. I thought I was dead sober, and I lay down at the bedspans. Oh, God. I used to take 5 of those fuckers. Supposed to take 2 twice a day. Um, The last dose was wearing off. Take 3 more faster. Well, anyway, I know. That's not about it. It's perception. Anyway, yeah. It is. I can't make the hair turn. There we go. That's not bad for covering one eye. And if you're that gay shit, right? So, I don't know what to say. I began to see her as somebody who really kept me warm emotionally, with sometimes genuine and sometimes not displays. Um, the reason being is that if she ever wanted to approach me, it would be a lot easier doing it then than doing it cold. But as much truth as there probably is to that, she is emotionally on top of things. Honestly, um, they wrote an entry on the Leah Shrine, LEA-LEE.love, LEA-LEE.love, the Leah Shrine, months and months ago. Okay, the place hooked up with cameras that you could view over the internet. And at some point, it got 25,000 views. And I think I'll do that like a job. Because I don't think she'd care if I shoot a lane, provided I'm in love with her. And there's an emotional thing with me, Elaine, absolutely. But it could be realized. If it did not grow, it could certainly be realized without me living with her. And without a job, because if I didn't have a job, rather, I would need more support than I otherwise have. And she's the most beautiful woman in a 100-mile radius. She literally fucking is. It's just like she stands out as being, oh, your face is perfect. You're alive. It's not that you're beautiful. It's just your face is the perfect picture of femininity. You're alive. Um, it doesn't help that she goes for an albino look these days. I don't know. They call it Starlet. Starlet, Starlit. I think it looks. I think it's self-indulgent. I think she's got it done up like I would want to see her once, and it was like looking at a fucking photo spread in a fashion magazine. It was astonishing. In fact, a specific photo spread, if you want to look it up. Helena Bonham Carter. Yes, I know she played the Red Queen. She did not age well when she was younger. Wow. I cut above Helena Bonham Carter. And yeah, just prefer my woman, frankly, a little bit trashy. And she is doing virginal anime. Because she has that white body foundation all over her probably, right? Like, she cut her hair like a little bit. I just want to why. Must spend 3 hours getting ready every day. Wish she had fucking Kathy Albino shit off her hair alone. Oh, God. Um, if I were that beautiful, I'd put on with it too. Probably. Because she's beautiful, but she's beautiful. Of course, in stat, she's beautiful. She's just perfect. And, there's no warm water in this story. On sexuality. But, I think you can get really interesting anyway. I got the Dexedrine Wednesday, and she's menstruating on Friday or Saturday. So when we time that perfectly, it's always fun. Like 2 months, 3 months, it's always fun. If I have that for a few days. And she's not being mean because she's menstruating. She's just pretending that how she feels and what she wants makes sense. Oh, God. It's the fucking truth. I swear to Christ. Um, I, I would have bigger regrets in life than not marrying. I don't know. I'd have bigger regrets in life than marrying a lady, given how poorly it might turn out. Even in worst case scenario, I would certainly have bigger regrets in life. I mean, it would be a very positive experience too. We've been feeling lost in 6 or 7 years. One thing I can never forgive myself for is getting married. So if I ever did that, then I would do the positive experience I was going to have. I don't think I ever would, unless I was in the kitchen with her somewhere, and gently holding her wrist to her side, and she's on the short side, so looking down into her face and talking to her and trying to calm her down. And she spit up directly into my face. I probably know it. But that's the only scenario I can think of. The only thing that bothers me is I know a woman who had similar screws hers, And obviously she's interested in she screws arms. It's just that she thinks we're personally compatible, never mind the logistics of it. Um, I'm worried that she draws lines in the sand that she doesn't work out. That's just part of things, right? You draw the line in the sand, you cover it over, you see if the other person abuses it, you put it back, and just part of the relationship. But she might have run those lines out. That'd be truly horrible to do things that would close off one portion of the relationship at a time because they fell behind the lines of drew. And more of that probably happens anyway. You to think I could get as close to her as I wanted to be and then have her cut herself off bit by bit for the rest of the. And that's my worst nightmare. Even worse than walking in on her and another guy. Two other guys. I would rather walk in on her and two other guys and get as close to her, nearly as close to her as I wanted to, and then have her cut herself off bit by bit. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Plays into it much less than you think about it. On one hand, I recognize that one of the most beautiful women in the world is the most valuable thing in inheritance. I mean, Paris and the myth of the three Greek goddesses, Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena, the person who judged the most beautiful of the three, chose the bride of Athena over power and money from Hera and wisdom from enlightenment from Athena. He chose this Aphrodite's bride with the love of the most beautiful woman in the world, which is what it is until you understand that he did not ask to love her back. It was a conceit. He wanted the most beautiful woman in the world hanging on him. But it is the most valuable thing there is. And it's not the most beautiful woman in the world, but she is fucking astonishingly beautiful. She could be featured in Playboy. And really. She would be in the top 25 to 30% of models that she was calling on. That's a fair statement. And she has nice breasts on top of it. So, what do you say? I mean, I don't mean YouTube models. I mean normal models. Of course, there are double zeros, and she has a double zero in front four. It isn't beauty. I'm so consistently used to being the guy with the pretty face next to the woman that is thin that the body would be is well above anything I've ever seen in a partner. I mean, she has her ass crack goes into the crease of her thigh. Her butt goes into the crease of her thigh, then comes back out again. It's just amazing stuff. Patting on the back of her thigh. She's gonna lose that figure in a few more years. But um, it's a key, if you can picture a tight-fitting skirt that goes along the butt, it goes in towards the crease of the thigh, then comes back out again, just the right amount. Yeah, that's her body right there. This, I've never fantasized about her sexually except once when she asked me to. Um, it's like, yeah, well, dear God, of course she's physically perfect. She's a lame. Is my reaction to it. It's not like, oh my God, I want to say, it's no, of course, she's a lame. Is how I experience it. Um, which I think drives her crazy in a deeply embedded way. Um, if you're willing to trade that fucking beauty for interpersonal intimacy, attentiveness, and fascinating conversation, then yeah, that's more than fair. Let's do it. Um, uh, of course, the thing is she thinks she's trading it for me being such a good fuck, which I am. I have a penis of an unlikely size, and I seem to know how to employ it. She probably views the beauty as a trade-off for that. I don't. I don't feel like goddamn that. Maybe that brings up the vegetable where I view it as a trade-off for drinking a cup of coffee across the kitchen table at the start every morning and seeing that beautiful face staring back at me. That's what I view it as. And of course, you can exploit it on how as soon as I can with my assets. What I get from it is uncertain. Um, and the thing about, and people talk about how it's a pussy thing, if she's happy, then I'm happy. Is you get to control whether she's happy, and she doesn't get to control whether you're happy. If you're willing to surrender your happiness, you got your hand on the spigot of hers, and so that's the real right there. And to make her unhappy and make my life worse. Oh God. Oh yeah, I do honestly love it. To the extent I can. Somebody told me that it's possible by circumstances to love it, I do. But it's a very low boil on the back burner, back burner, too bad. Um, I'm sick of the frustration. I'm sick of not knowing what to do. But unfortunately, with it on the back burner, cynicism and doubt entered the picture, and I just heard so. And it's not really something I want. Um, and to be perfectly honest, in part because it does not result in behavior that is good for me. Um, I don't know these guys. I think she was out there. I told her this last night. I said, I don't know if you honestly believe you're dating them. Because I used drugs when I was in my 20s, and sometimes somebody would be in my life for 4 or 5 days and then never again. I spent all my time with them, and then never again. And it wasn't even a friendship. So you can't possibly believe he's your boyfriend. Maybe she does. As for me, maybe sometimes she feels her losing her grip on herself, losing her grip on me with herself, or maybe sometimes she warms to me and wants to be even closer. I can't have it. That explains her moments. I don't know, which is always wrong. Which means she's carrying that around in her head the rest of the time, even in the back of it. And she loves me. And she knows that I love her, so she assumes that when she's ready to be with me because my life changes sufficiently, what have you, that it all just magically work out. And what she isn't taking into account is the resentment I feel over the neglect. The neglect is not what he is, given them quite literally old enough to be her dad, but it's the only word she uses. She takes a day and a half or 2 days to herself, about once every 10 days, 9 days, 7 days. And she's by the door constantly and things like that. And she disappears. And it doesn't bother me when she disappears. It's bothering me 3 days later when she doesn't come back. And I start to think that I'm just the person that she's keeping in a little boil when she wants to be with him. So we're keeping each other in a little boil. Maybe because I can't stand the unfulfillment and frustration. And perhaps her because of the same thing. I mean, yeah, I'm a smart guy. I'm enormously smart. Um, I'm very good at being attentive, emotionally attentive, things like that. Women don't value me for money. They don't. And she has not realized that yet. They don't. And the women that I am in the market to date are used to having things bought for them because they're beautiful, because they're successful, because they're intelligent, things like that. I can't do that. With that missing, it's not something that they can be a part of with me. I can feel frustrated about that all I want. And what really bothers me is when I get that job, paying 80 or 100 or 110 grand, I'll be able to do better than that. This is just a sticking point on their part. I'll be able to do better than that. Elaine, I got a job making 90 a year. Within 3 weeks, after learning how the schizophrenia affects me, and what I've got to do to cope with it, and things like that, would literally fucking be in awe of me. It's just the truth. So to say that money is necessary is something that I just know isn't so. But what can you do? And here through all of it, through yelling back and forth at each other, I isolated the flowers she liked. I can't buy her flowers because 8 days in 10 she has somebody over for sleepovers that she calls a boyfriend. So they can't be a vase. But I can't plant them in the flower bed outside the front yard where the ground cover is. With a hand trowel and go over there around 10 a.m. and do it. It says plant in fall, so I don't have so much time left. Go plant. Yeah, there's only so much room by our front door. There's a lot along the fence. I'll put like 2 or 3 of them. A pack of 12 bulbs. Yeah, if you're wondering what I would do with her, um, but the answer that comes to mind is other than fucking the bejesus out of her. But the reason I would do that is because after she came in and icons, I can't do that. Large penis and can go for 30, 45 minutes. After she came in 9 times, she would be very open about how she felt and effusing with affection. I want to see that. That's what I want to do anyway. Um, I think it would take a bit of time to make her feel that she could open up and show me her world. That she would feel it was too lame and too full of negative emotion and too full of positive emotion that she knew was false and flighty. And I don't care. I want to see what's her. It's going to take some time to see that. Probably take quite a bit of time. But yeah, that's just step 2. I want to know. And I can picture her grabbing my arms with both hands and literally fucking screaming, I didn't know Michael. How she could not is a mystery to me. She probably doesn't. Oh, I mean, so what are you gonna do? And the I know I couldn't be content with her. Um, and she would sleep with a sequence of other guys, all of which I would view as a bit of a joke. I don't know why women are like that or why she's like that. If she is, but I suspect she is. That's how women are for the most part. And I would probably keep it a regular, steady girlfriend on the side. I would never let her find out about it. She'd actually turn a blind eye to things. I never let her find out about it. And after childhood, as long as it isn't spoken of, it doesn't actually exist. And besides, I mean, provided this happens before I'm 56, if I screw another woman and come home and screw her, she'd be entirely okay with it. Ryan, if you see this, I thought a few times that you might hear it while I spoke. Mostly it's just for the record, so to speak. I do love you. Not, it's not the sort of love the angels sing about. It can turn into that. But I, I need more than you could possibly imagine. I think you can sense that. And so you believe that to give me more than you do is pointless because I will only need more and more. But the catch there is I will not need more and more once I believe I'm loved in return. So maybe if you work on that, I won't tell anybody. I kind of promise. I know what you're thinking. You want me to get that attention and affection in such a way that I think I'm worth it, as opposed to uh, you being in love with me and purchasing a bedroom fear of loss or whatever exactly it is that makes people do that. You want me to view it as a present because you think I deserve it. Maybe you would experience it that way even. Do you think I deserve it? It, it makes me want to cry that you think I deserve it from you.